Hello, Scorpios. Well, it's that time, mid-month, October 2020, general tarot reading check-in. So, I'm excited to see what's going on with you, Scorpio. What is your reading going to be all about? This is an open reading, so anything can come through. It could be about any subject, any topic. I'm leaving that up to the cards and up to Spirit to bring that forward. So, we're going to pull some angel cards, Spirit Guide card, Oracle card, and some tarot cards. Keep in mind, this is an intuitive reading. It's not going to be for everybody. It possibly can't be. So if it's not for you, it's okay. There's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. So keep that in mind. But I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around for this reading. You have a Spirit Guide message here for you. A blessing on a fresh start, Scorpio. So that's a great thing to see come out. To me, that really sets the tone for this. So you may be hoping for a fresh start. You might be in the midst of a fresh start. Or maybe your fresh start is off to, maybe it's a little rough at first. So, but nonetheless, you have that blessing here for you. Synchronicity. Nice. I love this. So this is an angel card here, and this is from your guides and angels coming through, saying that pay attention to those things in your life right now that are synchronistic. Numbers, repeating numbers, letters, hearing the same song in just random places over and over. Whatever is synchronistic in your life, it could be any number of things. Pay attention to that and ask when you do see that or have that experience that, what does this mean? What is this trying to tell me? And serendipity. Wow. Scorpio, you got synchronicity and serendipity and a blessing on a fresh start. So whatever has happened in your past that has probably been like, wow, you might have been really had a hard time, and so there's probably some kind of karmic thing, and you're being paid back for that. You're being rewarded for that. I do feel like that's like a message that's coming to me right now, very powerful. So that synchronicity is very, very important here, especially with serendipity coming through. This card doesn't come out that often, so something that is almost too good to be true, if we could use that phrase or that saying, it's too good to be true, which to me is really not an accurate statement, but just something that is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is just absolutely incredible. What are the odds? What are the chances of this coming through, this happening? So look for something big, especially toward the end of October, maybe even in the beginning of November, something that is just like mind-blowing. That's kind of how I feel. So definitely look for that. So we'll see what this is about, though. What is going on here? What has caused you to have these three amazing cards just come out like this? It doesn't happen like that too often, so lucky you, Scorpio. What is this about? Let's see what the message is. All right. First card, recent past. The World. Okay, you had a major completion in the past. And I did say, I felt like, okay, what the heck happened to you that was just so crazy, maybe unfair, hard, harsh, whatever, out of control, not within your control, maybe not your doing, whatever that was, has ended in your life recently, your recent past that has come to an end. So, with that, the World here being here saying, okay, you've had this major end of something. So a major ending, a major completion. And so now you have a fresh start. I like that. So this could be almost like similar to the Fool card in a way, if we were to relate it to tarot. But this is that fresh start. Moving forward. So your current circumstances, the Moon. Very nice. And we do have a full moon October 31st on Halloween, the hunter's moon, the blue moon. To me, this is kind of cool. So, you know, the moon here is like, in this fresh start, you may not be able to see everything. You may not be able to understand everything that is going on. And so, you know, there's like a sense of like, I don't know where I'm going exactly and what I'm doing. I'm looking for something, and I'm trying to find my way. And in that, the moon is kind of like the lesser light. It's not the sun, so there's shadows, and there are corners of darkness. And so the moon is like, you know, it gives casts shadows, but in that, shadows give depth to life. Shadows bring depth to objects. Our shadow side brings depth to us as individuals and as human beings. So in that, but also to really trust your senses, your intuition, really depend on that right now, Scorpio, because that's where you're going to find your biggest successes right now. And then moving ahead, Queen of Swords. I do like this. So Queen of Swords moving ahead, and the advice from Spirit is the King of Wands. So you have that thought and that passion energy with you, and I think that's going to be very good for you moving forward. And the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, you might feel like you have some choices and you're not sure exactly what to do, what path to take. So in that, the Two of Swords, if you can't see everything and have all the information to make a decision or a choice in a situation, you know, keep in mind the moon here. Trust your intuition, because you might have a path A or a path B that you know, you have to choose. So but the Queen of Swords here, first of all, your near future, I think that you're very sharp and quick-witted. My son is being really, really loud, so if you hear that coming through, this is being very sharp and quick-witted, and I think that's going to be an asset for you moving forward. So I do feel like your next move is going to just come out of nowhere. I think there's just something that's going to spur like a really big shift, a change, plan of action in your near future. And so it's definitely going to be very good and very powerful for you. So the Queen of Swords coming through, your mind is sharper than it ever has been. You have a lot of clarity, even though you have the moon kind of you know, casting doubt in areas of your life, or casting shadows, or maybe even pulling up some of your shadow side. You're really trusting and learning to trust your inner self, and I think this brings out like a lot of clarity for you. So you're going to make some very important decisions going into early November, I think. But you have the King of Wands. It's not all about what you think, it's all about what you do and how you do it. And so I think that the King of Wands being very, very deliberate and calculated, but to me, I feel like this says do what you want to do, not what others want you to do, Scorpio. So I feel like you have a lot of options moving forward. And you know, I'm not going to get into clarifying these and get into it, because this serendipity, you know, this whoever this is for, if it's for a few of you or a lot of you, it doesn't matter. It could be any number of circumstances and situations. So I'm not going to get into clarifying a lot of it, but this serendipity, it just says hold on, man, because whatever it is, it's just going to be like, wow, this is incredibly powerful. It's amazing, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. So I do feel like it's just that good moving forward. And so again, Two of Swords, though, you may have to make a decision on a path. You might have to make a choice, and you might feel like you don't have all the information to make that choice, but you know, you got to do, I did say, what you want to do, what it is. You got to be your own person, and you got to act and make choices and decisions that are going to benefit you this time around, and not somebody else. So definitely a lot of different dynamics going on here, but trust that intuition, that intuitive side. Hold tight to that, because that's going to give you all the answers. It's going to be like your guiding light at this time is that intuition coming through and working in your favor. So if you've had a hard time trusting that in the past, this is a good time to really start trusting it now and hold on to that, because it's going to guide you through the remainder probably of even November. I think this is going to be a big big theme for you, Scorpio. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, leave me a thumbs up and a comment or so, and let me know how this felt for you. Okay, if you're not a subscriber and you enjoyed this reading, you enjoyed my content, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get more notifications from me in the near future. I appreciate you joining me. I really care about each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.